Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be reviewing another book, and that book is The Duff by Kody Keplinger, or The Designated Ugly Fat Friend. And I have seen this book quite a lot of times on Goodreads. It always came up as a recommendation for me, and I finally decided to pick it up today, and I also read it today in one sitting actually because I enjoyed it that much. So I have to tell you though that although I think it's being sold or promoted as a young adult contemporary, it has quite graphic sexual content and some language. So if you're not comfortable with that, I wouldn't really recommend this book to you. But I have no problems with those things, so I really enjoyed this book. The main character is Bianca, and she is 17 years old. We meet Bianca in this club with her two best friends who are having a wonderful time, and Bianca is not. Then comes into the picture Wesley, who is the playboy, or as Bianca likes to refer to him as a man whore in the high school, or the man whore of the high school, and he starts shutting her up, and Bianca is having none of that. But then Wesley explains his concept, which is just ridiculous, of Bianca being the Duff in her group of friends. And the Duff basically means the designated ugly fat friend. So he thinks that if he starts chatting up the Duff, then her hot friends will give him a chance, and then he can get laid by the end of the night, because he seems sweet for talking to the ugly friend. But obviously Bianca is not very impressed with that. And also she is having quite some problems at home with her parents divorcing. She wants to escape that, and she finds a way where she can actually does that. But she escapes those problems by having sex with Wesley, which will obviously lead to some problems and secrets and lies and complications and drama and all that good stuff. Now this is not your usual concept when it comes to young adult contemporary, so that was one of the things that I really liked about this book, and it just was something different, and I didn't expect the things that happened in this book in a good way. And also I just really loved all the characters in this. So Bianca is quite the sassy, sarcastic, stubborn, smart girl, but of course she will have her own issues, especially after being called the Duff by Wesley. Thank you for that, Wesley. I didn't find her annoying at all, which happens so rarely. And also Wesley. He is a bastard. He is an egoistical, overconfident, just man whore, but obviously as you read on and on, you will realize that he has a sweeter side as well, and he can be actually caring, and he has his own issues why he behaves the way he behaves. And so it's not like he can redeem himself for being a playboy at school and just basically having sex with every girl in the school, but you can see the reasoning behind why he does that. Also we meet Bianca's two best friends, who are actually really good friends, really good best friends, and again that's a rare thing in young adult contemporary, or basically any book, because in a lot of books the best friends are not really that good of a friend. And in this book we have Casey, who has been her friend since they were 5, and we also have Jessica, who is her best friend for 2 years maybe, but I found them really supporting and caring and just generally very good friends, and I liked how they were there for Bianca all the time, even though when she was pissing them off or just ignoring them, so that was a really good thing. So then we have the romance in this book, which is obviously between Bianca and Wesley, which started out by them hating each other, which is always a good thing in my books, and then them having sex with each other, which is quite different than all the other books. But I really liked how their relationship progressed as you read the book, and I found it was actually believable, although some people might not agree with me on that, but I just felt it good, and I understood their reasons. I loved how we get to see a sweeter side of Wesley, although it was quite by the end of the book. And I really loved the turning point for their relationship, which I'm not going to tell you about because that would be kind of spoilerish, and I just don't want to spoil it for you because I really like that part in the book. And all in all, I just really enjoyed this book. And I another thing that was really good about it, that this book dealt with slut shaming, which a lot of books like to do, just basically calling everyone a slut or a whore or a bitch. And in this book, I like how that message came through, that it's so easy to call someone a whore, and you just do that to make yourself feel better, and we just use those words way too easily. We like to just call everyone a whore these days, even though you know that the basic meaning of that word doesn't apply to that person. So I liked how that topic was touched in this book. And yeah, so I would really recommend this book to everyone, and I'm so happy that I finally read it, because I read it in one sitting, so that doesn't happen very often. Oh, and at the end of the book there was this short Q&A section with the author, and she wrote this book when she was 17 years old. I mean, how crazy is that? You write such a good book at 17 and then get published. I mean, come on, that doesn't happen very often. So good job. And I have another book of her, A Midsummer's Nightmare, so I'm very excited to read this book too, because I loved the Duff, so I'm praying that this will be just as good. So yeah, please give this book a chance if you think that it's something that you would really enjoy, because I did enjoy it, and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, obviously. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.